Okay. Hey, Chris.
Hey, buddy.
Uh, well, this is an unusual beast that we have here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us what's going on behind us right now.
Yeah, so been kind of working on amping cases for kind of a while.
Mm.
Probably like 10 years,
Yeah.
actually. And we work with Island Instruments. And I think we've probably made like 3 or 4,
Yes.
if that.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a real slow burn. So this is kind of like a Benson Amps, like oddity.
Right. Yes.
I don't know if any will ever be available ever again, but they might be.
It's cool. And this is, I've heard a few of them. I've heard previous iterations of them. And this is kind of the best one so far.
I think so too. We kind of started with like the Silvertone circuit. I forget the exact model number, but it's one with the power transformer. They made a couple. So they made one without a power transformer that was kind of unsafe. Then one with the power transformer that was safe but not very good sounding. And what this is actually like a variant on our Vinny circuit, like the 1-watt Vinny.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have any bass attenuated, which the Vinny does, and then it doesn't have like an extra treble network. So you should actually be able to get some good like round tones out of it recorded.
Yeah, it sounds surprisingly, for as quiet as it sounds surprisingly big in the room, and it's present and all that stuff. And for anyone who doesn't know, this is based on a guitar and amp in a guitar case set that Sears used to sell in a catalog.
Yeah, Silvertone, Sears.
Yeah. And Nick from Island Instruments has been building guitars inspired by some of those cool old funky like particle board guitars that they used to.
Yeah, his are a lot nicer.
Yeah, his are made of real materials.
I've actually got one here.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's check it out.
All right,
That thing is like a bubblegum dream.
Here it is.
Yeah.
It's got a cool pick guard and cool woods. I don't know much about guitars, but I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot different than the Les Paul. And the pickups really do sound like a Den Electro. I'm not sure who made them.
I would bet that they're made by Mojo UK, who makes most of his pickups.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've always thought these pickups kind of sound like a Strat, but a little more raw.
Yeah, they've got great kind of spank and clarity to them. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got like, I think this was many a kid's dream in the 60s. You've got this short scale guitar, an amp built into a case, and what size speaker is in there?
So we fit an 8-inch Jensen,
Okay. Yeah.
ceramic Jensen into it, which is what. Now the Vinny actually had a 10, so this is about the smallest speaker ever put in a Benson amp. But we've got to make it fit. So
Yeah, and I mean, if you can briefly describe the challenges of getting. I mean, it practically doesn't even have a cab. It's basically like it's screwed into a.
yeah, screwed into a is about right.
Yeah.
It's just they're such a pain, especially with Nick being up in Canada. It's been
Right.
difficult to kind of get on the same page with the mechanics of it. But I kind of like where we've landed on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a chassis, a custom chassis that I had to lay out in CAD and took many, many hours and, fit the circuit in it. And it's all, point-to-point, hand-wired terminal strips, just like everything else. We had to use transformers that were small enough to fit into it and then figure out
Whoa, yeah.
where to put the tubes where they're not just going to, catch something on fire.
design constraints are wild. Yeah. Let's hear this with this guitar. That's a legit sound. Like if we had an upright bass player, that would be great. Yeah. I mean, who do you think this thing is for?
I have no idea. I guess someone who really wants a novelty amp in case that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I could absolutely see. I mean, you would need a power outlet, but I could see a busker or somebody who's, playing songs with electric guitar.
Yeah.
Rocking this.
Yeah, busker with like a 6,000 watt generator just going nuts in the background.
Yeah, that's it. Or just a real long extension cord running into the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there you have it.
There
I don't
you go.
know if we'll make any more. Maybe leave it in the comments if this is something anyone but me and Nick are interested in. And maybe Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa.
Yeah. So next on the list of Benson Oddities
Yes.
is this Rotary speaker cabinet that we made for my friend Josh Smith. Actually remade. I made him one in like 2015. And this is a rehoused, updated one with a cool foot switching thing, new cabinet, and maybe something he could use on the road. with his own band, or
Yeah.
Joe Bonamassa or something.
It sounds cool. Nothing else quite sounds like that. At least
Yeah.
not in the room.
Yeah, there's a lot of pedals that purport to do the thing, but if you've ever heard one in a room, it's a real tough to imagine.
Yeah, totally. It is a whole sort of psychoacoustic in the space kind of thing. So this is a very mechanical deal. I mean, it's a mechanically generated effect.
Yeah, it's electromechanical.
What's going on? I'm thinking of like a Hammond Leslie. In those instances, you have a spinning horn and a lower register speaker. What's going on in this that's actually creating the effect?
Yeah, so this is I think it's also made by Leslie, but you found these in old organs that weren't quite, the ones you'd see on stage necessarily. Right. So it's like a foam rotor. It doesn't have the horn. It's just got this foam rotor that spins, and like I think they call it a squirrel cage motor or an induction motor that drives it.
Okay.
Off a belt, and the belt is usually rope to kind of give it a variable like speed up and slow down speed, so the belt kind of slips in the pulleys.
Gotcha.
And this element is a little smaller than a lot of them, but some of the bigger ones that I've used for other rotary cabinets have been the exact same that you would find in like a vibratone.
Gotcha.
That like the Beatles and I think like Stevie Ray Vaughan used.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is relatively portable for what it is.
It's pretty light. So I think this is about the lightest, smallest rotor I would put in one of these.
Yeah.
You kind of get diminishing returns going much smaller, I think.
Yeah. And so the effect is created, the speaker is kind of blasting into this foam baffle, if you will, that's open on one side.
Yep.
And that's rotating. So the open end of the baffle, which is letting out more high end from the speaker, is kind of shooting out either side of the cabinet in these open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it creates something called a Doppler effect, which is, sound. I'm not going to explain it very well.
Yeah.
But sound basically shooting away from you seems like it's at a lower pitch than sound shooting towards you, but you can hear it all in a room. So it gives like a vibrato effect.
Yeah. It's the same effect if like a train was going by in the distance. If you heard the horn or something, it seems to pitch bend as it goes.
Exactly.
Where did you find all the bits and pieces for this?
So, you can get them on eBay.
Yeah.
I recommend you do get them on eBay because I am not making any more of these. There's this guy in Portland that owned a massive warehouse full of organ parts that I used to go to.
Yeah.
Super nice guy. He'd been servicing Hammonds and Leslie's since like the 60s.
Yeah.
And he was getting on to retirement age, so he was kind of blowing these things out, like the elements that you actually put in the cabinet. So all I did was kind of figure out what sounded good in terms of cabinet dimensions and the holes cut on the side and everything.
Yep.
And then I came up with like an electrical switching thing that drives LEDs on a foot switch. And so I basically took someone else's work and made it my own.
Yeah. Can we hear just a little bit of it outside without any drumming or anything? Different speeds and
Yeah. So here's a little bit of a clean tone.
Gorgeous. And just to be clear, this is being powered by a head.
Yeah, so it's just a speaker,
Yeah.
and it's actually being powered by a year-old Monarch
Yeah.
head, which happens to be serial number 1,
That's right.
which still sounds pretty good in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Proud of that little guy. That's so cool. So if someone was really dying to have this as a part of their rig, what would you recommend that they do?
Well,
Because you're not making any more.
I'm not making any more, and they're very impractical to have since they always break down. They always need adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
They're a nightmare on tour.
Mm-hmm.
But if you absolutely have to have the sound, you should go find one of the elements. And for this, you need a two motor rig. So it's got a fast motor and a slow motor. A lot of them will just have one motor. You don't want that. You kind of want the one that looks like 2 motors on top of each other.
Okay.
And then you make a cabinet, obviously, and figure out a way to turn on one motor or the other electronically. I will say what I have found is I think they sound really good if you've got a hole on either side. So just one side and the other side, right where the rotor is, and then have the front of it be open. So this baffle on the front is actually open. And I feel like that creates more of a chorus
Yeah.
effect instead of just a vibrato. And I believe the vibratones were just open on the sides.
I see.
And then you'd use that in tandem with an amp
Right.
to create the chorus, which is the mixing of the dry straight ahead signal and the vibrato.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very swirly. It's very, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people get away with just using this, and they might mic the front. They definitely might mic at least one of the sides too.
Yeah. How would you incorporate this in a guitar rig that had a regular amp as well? Just a A/B switcher of some kind, or?
Yeah, an A/B switcher for sure.
Yeah.
And then you could use it in tandem with one of the other amps to create a chorus if you want to, or just get your sound from just that.
Yeah. Super cool. Well, anything else we should know about this rare beast?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I just wanted to kind of show it off and
Yeah.
talk about it a bit. It
It's
was a very annoying era of Benson to have made these, because they're just so much more work than you really think they're
Right.
going to be.
Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense. And probably why no one really makes this now.
I don't think that, I mean, I'm sure people do. I've seen all sorts of companies. I think Leslie that still exists in some form, but they just maybe only sell the rotor.
Yeah.
I know Mesa Boogie has made a pretty cool one. I believe that I forget exactly how that
Oh, wow.
works, but Joe Bonamassa goes between one of mine and one of the Mesa Boogie ones, depending on where he is in the world, because I guess he's got like 2 different setups.
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's amazing. Thanks for showing us that.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, as always.